Most dreams begin softly. A vague feeling, a blurred room, a sense of shifting from one reality into another. But the hospital wing doesn't begin at all. Nobody dreams entering it. They simply find themselves already there, already walking, already inside something that feels less like a place and more like a memory that doesn't belong to them. People say the hallway is bright, but not warmly bright. It's the kind of sterile fluorescence that buzzes so faintly you can't tell if it's real or just inside your skull. The floors shine in a way that suggests they've been cleaned recently, but there's no cleaning equipment. No carts, no staff, no signs of life, just an endless wing of doors, all identical, stretching forward farther than the human eye can comfortably focus. Some dreamers swear every door is labeled the same number, over and over again. Others say the numbers flicker, changing into symbols that don't make sense. Half letters, half shapes. But everyone agrees on one thing. The longer you look at a door, the more it feels like something on the other side is listening. The strangest part isn't the silence, but the unevenness of the silence. Sometimes the lights hum loudly, rattling above your head like old machinery struggling to stay alive. Other times, everything cuts out. No hum, no sound, no feeling. You get the distinct sensation that the hallway itself is watching you breathe. A few dreamers describe what they hear when the silence drops away completely. A slow, rhythmic clicking, like someone tapping their fingernails against glass. Not aggressively, just patiently, always behind them, never ahead. The clicking stops instantly if they whirl around, but the hallway changes, just slightly. A shift in the walls, a door that wasn't there before, a change in the color of the tiles, tiny details that shouldn't matter. But in dreams, they do. Some dreamers choose to open a door. Most do not. But the ones who did report seeing strange rooms frozen in time. Outdated hospital beds with crisp sheets. Machines blinking in patterns that don't correspond to anything medical. Sometimes the monitors show the dreamer's own heartbeat, even though nothing is attached to them. One woman claimed the EKG spiked violently when she reached toward a cabinet. One man described a hallway branching off the main corridor. A wing he hadn't seen before, one shrouded in flickering shadows. As he approached it, the lights behind him shut off one by one, following his footsteps like predator eyes adjusting to movement. He ran. He said he ran until his legs turned numb. But the hallway never ended. It simply stretched with him, shifting, growing, pulsing like a living organism. Every person who dreams of the hospital wing reports waking up suddenly, usually right at the moment something starts following them. They never see it. They only hear the footsteps. Slow, steady, deliberate, coming closer and closer and closer. And the very last thing they remember before waking is the feeling that the next time they return to the hospital wing, that something will be waiting for them, something that remembers them.
Are you still there?
You awaken in a hotel lobby that feels both familiar and impossible, standing on a patterned carpet that stretches like a faded memory. The carpet's design seems almost alive, as if symbols or animals are woven into a language nobody speaks anymore. The lighting feels deliberate, never bright enough to truly shine, as if the hotel keeps its own secrets in the glow of every lamp. A faint scent of old perfume and dust hangs in the air, making the lobby feel nostalgic and slightly uncanny. At the front desk, a lamp shines brighter than the others, yet the clerk remains a mystery, unseen from the front. Sometimes the clerk's presence is only a silhouette, never turning to face you, hands resting on the counter as if paused in time. When you try to speak, your voice seems swallowed by the lobby, as if the air itself swallows sound. There is an elevator at the far end of the lobby. Its doors open like a mouth waiting to swallow someone whole. Those who step toward it feel a strange insistence that stepping inside means giving up something you won't get back. Inside the elevator, the interior morphs. Walls close or drift apart, and numbers on the panel rearrange themselves. The moment a button is pressed, the door slams shut, and the world seems to move while the elevator does not. Beyond the lobby, hallways branch like veins, each lined with framed pictures that shift when you are not looking. In every frame, a small figure appears and grows closer with every blink of the eye. One dreamer follows a music box's melody down a hallway, the space itself stretching to keep pace with the sound. The music swells, but the source remains behind you, the sound trailing your steps like an unseen hand. When the dreamer finally opens the music box, the music refuses to stop, and the room seems to inhale it. The realization arrives slowly. The sound is not from the box, but from behind you, always behind you. No matter how long you explore, the lobby lights never change, stuck in a twilight that feels both eternal and precise. Even as the dreamers wander, time remains patient, the air thick with secrets and memories not yet spoken. The hotel seems to wait, as if it's patiently inviting return upon waking, never fully released from the dreamscape. Scenes reframe as if memories from a distant photograph, edges softened, warmth masking something eerie beneath. The patterns in the carpet, the dim lamps, the silent desk, each element keeps a fragment of memory that does not belong to waking life. In this world of halves, even a simple greeting feels like stepping through a mirror that won't quite reflect you. The elevator hub, the back of the clerk, and the cautiously lingering dreamers create a quiet, trembling chorus. Some dreamers avoid the elevator, sensing it asks questions no one wants to answer. Others step forward and descend, meeting an interior that defies geometry and reason. In every corridor opening, the walls rearrange and the landscapes flip between mountain to coast, forest to desert. The tiny figure in each frame moves closer, a silent witness growing with each glance. One dreamer follows a distant melody through the shifting corridors until the music box is found on a table. Opening the box reveals a crescendo, the hallway bending further as if drawing the dreamer inward. The moment of truth arrives. The music is heard from behind, not from within the box. Yet no sound ever leaves the lobby. The dream insists that the voices belong to a memory kept secret. No matter how long you wander, the lights never change, and the twilight remains perfectly still. The dream repeats itself gently, like a photograph that lingers after the camera's flash has faded. And so, the lobby becomes a quiet, patient invitation for all dreamers to return when sleep ends. The hotel's eternal twilight holds each visitor in a warm, unsettling embrace until they wake anew. This is the dream that travels around the world. The hotel everyone recognizes, but none has ever visited. In every waking moment, the memory of the lobby's soft lights and strange patterns lingers, haunting and familiar. The hotel feels like an old photograph, warm at first glance, but unsettling if you stare too long. It is a place you recognize without knowing why, a place that waits for your return in the quiet between nights. The dream ends not with a crash of memory, but with a patient, eternal stillness.
Please subscribe.
There is a dream many people have, one that begins in a cold, echoing subway station that feels both familiar and impossibly foreign. The station is always empty, not abandoned, just empty, as if everyone left moments before you arrived. The floors are wet, glistening with a sheen of water that has no source. There are no puddles, no leaks, no dripping pipes. The air tastes metallic, like the inside of a battery, and every footstep echoes too loudly, as though the entire station is holding its breath. The overhead signs flicker with names that don't correspond to any real location. Places like North Loop Sector, Line 0, the Outer District, and Platform 914. Some dreamers say the names rearrange themselves when you look away, forming new words each time, none of which offer any real direction. Dreamers wait on the platform, feeling as though they have somewhere to go, even though they don't know the destination. They always hear the train before they see it, a low, rumbling vibration that crawls through the rails and into their bones. The sound grows louder, but the station remains motionless until suddenly the train appears, sliding into view like a shadow given form. When the doors open, there is always one passenger already inside. Just one. They sit perfectly still in the same seat every time, positioned near the middle of the car, facing forward, hands resting neatly in their lap. Their head hangs low, chin nearly touching their chest, motionless except for the steady rise and fall of their breathing. Some dreamers refuse to board the train. They turn around, expecting to leave the station, but the stairs are gone. The hallways have moved. The signs now point toward places they don't remember passing. Everything shifts just slightly, just enough to remind them that this place is not built for escape. Others choose to enter. They walk past the silent passenger, feeling a strange chill wash over them as they do. The train door slams shut the moment they cross the threshold. No countdown, no warning, just a sudden closure that feels almost intentional. Inside the train, dreamers say the windows distort the world outside. Instead of tunnels or stations, they see blurred shapes, faint lights, and impossible architecture twisting through darkness. Some say they see reflections in the glass, reflections that do not match their movements. The train moves without motion, and the sensation is like sliding through reality rather than traveling through space. Eventually, the journey ends with a station that looks almost identical to the one boarded, but something is always slightly wrong. And then the passenger moves, hinting at a hidden connection between the dreamer and the passenger, leading to waking with the thought that the subway is a place they visited beyond waking.